What's been your focus as camp has gone on here? What have you kind of tried to hone in on?
Just continuing to get more familiar with my teammates, the offense, being around, being in different situations, and yeah, just continuing to learn as much as I can.
Mike McDaniel just said you've never played called in a stadium with fans before. How excited are you?
Super excited. Yeah, I haven't played in front of fans obviously since the national championship in 2019. So that was over 2 years ago. So I'm very excited to have another opportunity to be in a game.
Trey, when you're getting flushed out of the pocket like you did a lot today, you're keeping your eyes downfield more than you're taking off running. What are you seeing when you're doing that? Is that something coaches are doing also?
I think it's kind of just like a feel thing. When you get out, obviously you want to keep my eyes downfield and get the ball in the hands of the playmakers. Those guys that are much faster and more dynamic than I am. But at the same time, trying to pick up a first down, move the chains is what it's all about.
Trey, there were a couple of situational drills that didn't go the way they were supposed to yesterday, 6-second, 8-second, that Kyle was a little upset with. What did he tell you about those, and how do you sort of take criticism?
Obviously it didn't go as well as I would have liked. And it's kind of like a no-brainer situation. Like everyone knew that I didn't make the right decision with the ball. Just continuing to learn as much as I can from those situations, and I'm thankful that we'll get to do that drill again.
So on the whole, how would you evaluate how you've played throughout camp so far?
I thought it's been going pretty well. I've gotten to learn a lot, which I've really enjoyed. And like I said, just being able to be around my teammates and be, in this organization, this locker room has been something that's really, really special.
There's a lot of talk about mobile quarterbacks and the balance they need to strike between using their legs as a crutch versus using it as an asset when you absolutely need to. When you're going through practice in camp, how do you sort of find that balance in terms of when I need to leave the pocket versus when I should keep my eyes up and try to find somebody downfield?
Yeah, again, I think it's just a feel thing. You're just getting in and out of the pocket and trying to make plays and keep my eyes downfield. It's kind of something that just comes within the play. It's not really something that I'm, in the huddle or breaking, catching the snap, thinking about, which way I'm going to get out. It's kind of just whatever happens within that play.
How do you think you're doing in that regard in terms of making the right decision? Are you leaving opportunities out there in the passing game, or how do you evaluate it when you look at the tape?
I definitely haven't been perfect in any situation, any setting throughout camp, but I'm continuing to learn and just get more familiar with Coach Shanahan's offense and the situations that he wants to put me in.
Coaches will say that you're going to make mistakes. It's inevitable, but they don't want you to repeat them. Have you found that you're making different mistakes, so to speak, and not repeating the same errors?
Yeah, I think that's just comes with learning the offense and continuing to get more familiar with the guys in different situations. Like I mentioned, it's just a feel thing, and like you said, trying not to make the same mistake twice is definitely something that I focus on.
You mentioned that you never heard plays in a stadium with fans before. How many things that you've done here have been brand new?
Well, the headset, in the helmet is obviously new. We don't have that in college football, so I think that's been the biggest thing. I think that's new for sure.
How are you doing with the handoff fluidity with the running backs? We talked about that last time, some of the read options after the fumbles. Are you feeling more comfortable?
Yeah, for sure. It comes with reps. One ball on the ground is too many, and I take the blame for any quarterback center exchange or quarterback running back exchange. That's on me. If I don't get them the ball or keep the ball, at the end of the day, that's on the quarterback. So I definitely got to be better, but at the same time, definitely feel a lot more comfortable with it now.
What happened on the snap, pitching the chest out?
It was my fault breaking the huddle. It was a cadence thing, miscommunication.
Trey, you talked about after you were drafted, like, okay, it was surreal, but it's not surreal anymore. It's over. I'm in the NFL. Will it be? I guess you don't know, but I don't know. Do you think there'll be more excitement, nerves in general before you go out and play on Saturday?
Super excited. Yes, excited to go out and compete with this locker room of guys, and kind of at the same time everything's new, like you said. So just being able to get used to everything from the hotel the night before the game to pregame warm up. Everything's going to be new, but at the same time, football's football. So I feel do everything I can to feel as prepared as I can on Saturday.
It seems like you've developed some trust with Trent Sherfield. What does he do well?
Everything. He's in the right spot at the right time. He doesn't bust. He's on his assignment at all times, and he's the first guy in, last guy out type of guy.
We were talking to George Kittle at the start of camp. There were a couple plays where you underthrew him slightly. Were you surprised by how fast George is?
Yeah, he can move for sure. All the tight ends. There's a special group, and it's another weapon in this locker room that's fun to have.
I'd like to be a young guy in the locker room where George Kittle's a leader and a team captain.
It's a ton of fun. This locker room special. We got a lot of guys that are leaders and a lot of guys that I look up to and learn a lot from.
How are you playing a real game setting, given that you haven't played in a long time?
I take it the same way as I took games. The last game I played in, like I said, football's kind of football. New offense, new locker room, everything like that. But just super excited to be able to compete with these guys.
You told us the other day you are going to play this year, at least situationally. Are there things you can do right now, and what are you doing in terms of just kind of staying ready in case of that situation comes up of, hey, you got to be ready to go in at a moment's notice?
Just staying ready. Obviously taking every rep like it's a game. Same thing all the other quarterbacks are doing in the room. Being locked in meetings, things like that. It's just playing football, being in training camp. It's just kind of how it goes.
Have you told you that before? You told me, hey, you're going to play a game this year. Just a matter of figuring out what your role is.
No, we really haven't had any conversations about even this Saturday's game. It's pretty focused on training camp and getting better in every meeting and every practice.
Have you met Patrick Mahomes before? And if not, are you eager to say hi?
Have I met? What'd you say?
Patrick Mahomes.
No, I never have.
Okay. What do you say?
I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. I'm kind of trying to win the game. But thank you, guys.